Hi everyone, it's time for another episode of Old Film Modern Audience. Today we're going to look at the film M by Fritz Lang. Before we talk about the movie, I think Fritz Lang as a director is somebody that's worth checking out. A lot of people think that Alfred Hitchcock was the king of this era, and he was. He made a lot of really interesting suspense movies that are still watchable today. But Fritz Lang also made a couple of really nice hits. So if you go to IMDb and just check out his highest rated films, there are some good options there for watching. Maybe the movie he's most well known for is Metropolis. It's a silent film. I saw that a really long time ago. I may need to watch it again to do a new review on that. But I remember not being super blown away by that. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Metropolis. We're here to talk about M, which I think is the best film to get started with if you want to start watching Fritz Lang's films. M is about a surprisingly serious subject matter. It's about a child murderer that's on the loose, and the police are after him, but also so are a group of organized criminals. And they're both working together with the same goal. Well, they're not necessarily working together, but they're both working towards the same goal of catching this child murderer. I guess the crime of child murder is something that's too much even for organized criminals. So that's an interesting premise to begin with, and the way the story unfolds is very interesting. It's not really slow. It's a nice, quick narrative, and it doesn't really bore you at any time. Another little perk about this movie is I just checked online. It's available on YouTube for free. I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's like some kind of copyright infringement or whatever, but it might be just because it's so old that nobody really holds the actual copyright on it, or the company that held the copyright on it was destroyed in World War II. I'm not sure. This movie was filmed actually before World War II. Fritz Lang was a German director, and he filmed this. I think this is from 1939. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but it's definitely pre-World War II. And so with that in mind, it's a really old movie. Of course, we review old movies on this channel, but this is maybe the oldest one that I've recommended so far. And another challenge, this is also the first foreign language old film. So not only is it older, but you're going to have to read your way through it in subtitles. It's a German film with English subtitles. Now, some people might think, oh no, I don't want to have to do that. That's too much. I don't think I can invite friends over and force them to do that. But I actually think that M is a good movie. It's a good movie for people that aren't really into old films either. I think they'll enjoy it. I watched it with my wife quite some time ago, and I mentioned in other reviews that my wife isn't as much into old films as I am. She's not interested in film history. She just wants to watch a movie that's interesting and good, and she really enjoyed this film. She says it's one of her favorite old films. A little nitpicky thing is just like the ending is a little bit abrupt, but I think that's just maybe something that was typical for that time, maybe especially in Germany. It wasn't a Hollywood film, so that's a tiny thing, but overall the movie, I definitely give it a recommendation. The film itself, I would give it like a 9.5 or 10, just in terms of how I liked it. In terms of, the purpose of this series, would it be a movie that you can introduce your friends to, and would they like it right off the bat? I would say yes. I would give it still like a 9 or a 9.5 because, I think people will like it. So give it a try. Hope you enjoy watching it. In case you're interested in other old films or want to know what are some nice old films to watch, please check out some of my other videos. I'll put the links for those. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching as always. Take care.